Yo. Brother man, like the mother up. Coffee. Oh, THC, man. Sup down. Resistance is everything. Hear you, Oman. Resistance is everything. Resistance. Hear you, Oman. Sup down. Resistance is everything.
Hello, I'm Lt.Col FJ Steel, aboard the Canadian space station Orbital 7. Tonight, What If interviews President George W. Bush, the first in a series of stunning and thought-provoking interviews presented here from the station. President Bush is standing by. First, let me explain about the What If series. We are going to interview famous people from around the planet, throughout history and time, and ask them a series of what-if questions. It should be thought-provoking, and it should be quite interesting. We're going to use our orbital position and mostly unjammable situation to get access and interview people from everywhere. Hopefully this will be of interest to you, the viewer. We here at What If promise to always ask hard-hitting questions and delve deep into the psyche, or lack thereof, of our interview subjects. Let's get to it. President Bush is ready and standing by and can now hear me. Hello, President Bush. How are you tonight? Well, hello there, Major Steeler. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak to the world via your station up there in orbit, flying around somewhere up in space. Well, you're welcome, Mr. Bush, and for the record, I'm Lt.Col Frederick J. Steel, not Major Steeler, as you said. Well, I'm sorry, Colonel. I might not be myself tonight. I'm on cold medication, and I might be out of a little characterization tonight. Sorry. Bear with me if you can. That's okay, sir. I'll ask you the first question. How do you morally justify your attack of Iraq? Well, Captain, God told me that I would be a president, and it's my duty and my God-given right to spread peace and freedom and security to the people everywhere. Yes, that's it, peace and security to the people and freedom to people everywhere. So let me get this right. You're saying you have brought peace and security to the Iraqi people? Yes, absolutely, rootably, General Metahead. The Iraqis are much better off today than they were under Saddam Hussein. The peace and security alone has made it worth it. So do you think the average Iraqi would agree with you, sir? I can state with confidentiality that the Iraqi people share my thoughts and they are enjoying their peace and security. Next question, please. Okay, you heard it here. This is my next question, sir. Why did Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld resign his position so suddenly after the U.S. election? Well, that's a question I'd be happy to answer, Lieutenant Foundry. We here at the White House felt a fresh approach to the war was needed, and when Secretary Rumsfeld volunteered to resign, I took him up on his offer. And is that a criticism of Secretary Rumsfeld's handling of the war, sir? No, Sergeant Foundry, that's not a criticism of Secretary Rumsfeld. We just felt that a person with a more qualified approach might be able to do the war better for us. And by appointing a former CIA director as new Secretary of Defense, you have a person more qualified to run the war? More qualified, say, than Colin Powell? Well, I tell you, we asked Colin Powell, or we tried to. He didn't want the job. Colin Powell's not taking my calls anymore either, I'm sorry to say. I see. What a shame. Well, sir, my final question tonight is this. With the Democratic gains in the House of Representatives and the Senate, do you think this directly reflects upon your leadership and your standing with the people of the United States, sir? Well, Dr. Funkin' Around, I think the American people are standing with me indubitably and dubious with me, standing with me strong all the way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Okay, well, that will wrap up the first of our What If interview series. Tonight, our guest has been President Bush. Thank you for being here tonight, sir. What? We're still on? This would never happen in Texas. God darn it, anyways. Well, that was very interesting. On behalf of myself, Lt.Col FJ Steel, and the whole production crew here aboard the Canadian space station Orbital 7, I wish you a good night. Until next orbit.
The G8 have become masters of our collective planetary fate. America has become the dog of the world. 4 or 5 groups of old men rule. America has become the dog of the world. The right of ultimate consumption. Resistance is everything. Step down. Resistance is everything. Control is sought by